quiet hours before dawn, across tropical highlands around the world, a ritual begins. Beneath the shade of towering trees, small red fruits ripen, unassuming yet powerful. Inside each one lies the origin of a global phenomenon: coffee. A drink that fuels mornings, drives industries, and connects cultures. But its journey, from a humble bean to the steaming cup in hand, is far more complex than it appears. The story of coffee begins near the equator, in regions where altitude, climate, and soil converge to create ideal growing conditions. Countries like Brazil, Ethiopia, and Colombia have become synonymous with coffee cultivation, each producing beans with distinct flavors shaped by their environment. Coffee plants take years to mature. When they do, they produce cherries, each containing 2 seeds known as coffee beans. Harvesting is often done by hand, ensuring only the ripest cherries are selected. It is a labor-intensive process, one that reflects generations of knowledge and tradition. Yet behind every harvest lies uncertainty. Weather patterns, pests, and global demand all influence the outcome. For farmers, coffee is not just a crop. It is a livelihood balanced on delicate conditions.
Once harvested, the transformation begins. The outer layers of the cherry must be removed to reveal the beans inside. This can be done through several methods, each impacting the final taste. In the washed process, water is used to separate pulp from bean, producing a cleaner, brighter flavor. In the natural process, cherries are dried whole under the sun, allowing sugars to infuse into the bean, creating richer, fruitier notes. The beans are then dried, sorted, and graded. At this stage, they are known as green coffee, stable, durable, and ready for export. What began as a delicate fruit is now a global commodity, traveling thousands of miles to reach roasters around the world. Roasting is where coffee begins to reveal its character. Inside high-temperature drums, green beans undergo a dramatic transformation. Heat triggers chemical reactions, unlocking aromas and flavors hidden within. Light roasts preserve the beans' original qualities, bright, acidic, and complex. Dark roasts bring out deeper, bolder notes, chocolate, caramel, and smoke. Timing is everything. Seconds can mean the difference between perfection and ruin. Roasters rely on sight, sound, and smell, listening for the subtle crack that signals critical stages in the process. In this moment, coffee becomes what most recognize: a fragrant brown bean, ready to be ground and brewed. Brewing is both science and art. The grind size, water temperature, and extraction time all shape the final cup. Too coarse, and the flavor is weak. Too fine, and it becomes bitter. Methods vary across cultures and preferences. From the simplicity of a drip machine to the precision of a pour-over, each technique highlights different aspects of the bean. Water draws out the soluble compounds, oils, acids, and sugars, creating the balance of taste and aroma. In just minutes, the journey nears its end. What remains is a liquid that carries the essence of its origin, its processing, and its roasting. Coffee is more than a beverage. It is a cultural cornerstone. Across continents, it brings people together. It fuels conversations, inspires creativity, and marks moments of pause in fast-moving lives. Economically, coffee supports millions, from farmers and exporters to baristas and entrepreneurs. It is one of the most traded commodities in the world, deeply embedded in global systems.
Yet, as demand grows, so do challenges. Sustainability, fair trade, and climate change shape the future of coffee. Efforts to protect both the environment and the people behind the product are becoming increasingly vital. From mist-covered hillsides to the warmth of a cup, coffee's journey is one of transformation, precision, and human connection. Every sip carries the imprint of countless hands and natural forces woven together across time and distance. It is easy to overlook the complexity within something so familiar, but behind each cup lies a story, one that begins far away, long before the first pour, and continues with every taste. In the end, coffee is not just consumed, it is experienced.